welcome to Living Magically. I'm your host, Magical Michelle, and this is your weekly update for energy and astrology and magical things for the week of January 6th. And we're going through all the way, we're going to touch on a little bit of what's going on next Monday, just because you're going to want to know that for what you're doing this week. This is a big transition week. We are now in the energy of 2025, or at least the calendar of 2025. And some of us go with the lunar new year that happens with like the Asian New Year that happens with that new moon that's at the end of January. And also there's that new year energy when we hit the astrological new year again in March. So there's a couple of second and third starts, but technically in the Gregorian calendar, the one that we're in, we have hit the new year of 2025 with that energy of the 9. And that energy is definitely one of change and transformation. And we'll be going into the snake energy of the wood snake, but we're still finishing out the year of the dragon, and it is giving us that transformative fire we need for the push. And I think it's going to be really intense these next couple of weeks as we see all of the changes actually coming in. This change is happening really for us as it's working for us. It may feel against us, but it is working for us. This right now we're in the moon moving forward as it is going to come to that full moon next Monday at 5:30 in the afternoon. So that means a perfect time for transformative magic. And it's the perfect time to like get clear on your intention setting. And I know, a lot of people do that at the beginning of the year, but it's a really good time to set mental focus. That's the word I'm gonna do. It's Capricorn season, so you're setting a foundation, but it's really a foundation of what to finish, because there's going to be another energy of what is coming. So it's what do we need to solidly build a foundation on to create from? And we're in this sector where we just shifted our Mars retrograde from Leo to Cancer. We are changing. We're going to see a lot of Cancer energy coming into the field this week. We've got a Cancer full moon next Monday. So with all of that said, it's like earth and water make a little bit of mud to build those bricks to build on. So it's also purifying. Cancer is where the moon is exalted. It loves a Cancer full moon. And so without over hyper focusing, be in the energy of becoming. Instead of hyper focusing on what it is that's outside of you and what you want, I want you to energize. I invite you to be the version of you on a frequency and an energetic, literally changing the quantum frequency. Turn the dial to become the version of you that is becoming. And instead of becoming it, then you are that. You take on the actions and the behaviors and the feelings of the version of you that already has it. So then there's no lack, and everything just literally starts clicking into place when there's no lack. It is already here. And that's the thing. And you've heard me say this before, now is the time and the time is now. There is no better time than now to already embrace the qualities of the version of you that you're choosing to be. And so this is that week. It's a great time to do some resetting. If you've been in a strange need to like redo your bookshelves or redo your closet and get rid of anything that, I'm not talking about tidying, I mean literally purging a old version of you. That is what is happening because the nodes are going to change. And this happens every 18 months. And it is happening on the 11th. And so we're in that portal of from the 1-1 to the 1-11 portal. And so therefore right now you are wanting to shift with that portal change. And that portal is going to have these nodes transferring, rediscovering something maybe you've already been, something that is ready to roll out. If you've had a project on the on the back burner, it is the time to move it forward. If you're wanting to study a new thing, this is a good time. If you're going to bring something to fruition that hasn't, that's felt stuck, this is a time to get unstuck. And that energy is going to go through all of this month, but probably no better week to do it than this week, with this weekend having that 11-11 activation, having this portal be so transformative with the moon rising and filling out and becoming. So we're going to see a lot of need for change. If you want to be something different, a lot of people are going to be looking for new jobs, new houses, new partners. It's the perfect time for that. So go ahead and engage in the activities this week. And even if it's just one tiny little step forward, if it's just one little piece of the pie, take an action step. Just take one action step. That's my invitation to you. What is it you're envisioning? What is it you're feeling? What is it you're inspired? And it should be passion. It should be inspired. It should be wonderful. But because it's Cancer in Capricorn, so we have Capricorn is the sun sign and Cancer is the moon over that full moon that's coming. It's going to rise up and you're going to want to have your home and your business and your beauty. You might see a lot of people taking your health into your own hands, and there's a lot going on romantically. If your relationship needs a little bit of love, and this could be even a friendship or a business relationship, if your relationship needs to be stronger, spend time making it stronger. Spend more time connecting with those that you actually care about. And that could include yourself. If you're looking to build a relationship with your own self-esteem, this is a great time to do it. If you're looking to beautify and create a space, so a lot of my friends are building out new bookshelves, and other ones are cleaning out their closets. Some of us are creating new recording spaces. Of course, today I'm recording from Baltimore in the middle of a snowstorm. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Leave it to me, my little sunny Florida self, to be up here in the biggest snowstorm in years. But fortunately, thank you to my hostess who has made this a super cozy, comfortable place and allowed me to use her beautiful space to record this in. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, I'm in a comfy chair, I'm in a comfy sweater, and I feel alignment. That is the word I think I really want to use for what are you aligning with in your frequency. So if you want to live a magical life, it takes the little tiny steps to do that. So we just create space for it and we create intention for it. Each thing, how you display even the tools in front of you. So for me, with my Virgo moon, I love a good, I love a good still life, a good altar space. It's a great week to clean your altar, recreate your altar, set an intention, because we are really moving out of, today is Epiphany. If you celebrate Three Kings Day, today is that time where we are celebrating that coming of the return of the light. So we have now moved past that Yule energy. And when we do, we move into the embark energy of what seeds are we going to plant? What light are we going to create? What candles are we going to light? It's candle season, right? Candlemas. And that happens on the 1st and 2nd of February. And as we lean into it, what are we lighting up inside of us? What are we aligning with? What truth are we becoming as our frequency and our vibration? It is time to live magically, my friends. And if you are one of the two people that this is your year, and you know there's a little bit piece that needs to align more to that magic and that mystery, and you need some help, and you want me to be that person, I have 2 mentorship spaces available for this year. I only have 2 this year. Usually it's a lot more. I had a cleaning. A lot of people completed their programs, and this year I'm only taking 2 new clients because I'm creating. You know that I've been doing witch school, and so there's all these beautiful modules that I'm creating, and I've also got some things up my sleeve that you'll be seeing soon. It is my word of the year is create and creation and creativity. So there'll be some new things rolling out. So if you want to be one of those 2 special people that are with me on this journey this year, send me a message and we'll talk about whether the Living Magically mentor and coaching program is the right step for you. I know that there's just 2 people, so get it pretty quickly. Like I expect that to be filled this week. There's actually a lot going on this week. If you are looking for the basic theta healing class, it is my first time I've taught it in quite some time, and it'll be the last time I teach it until the spring. So if you want basic theta healing, that's this weekend. If you're wanting the 111 activation, the 111 activation, because you need some of that full moon activation portal energy, we've got that coming up on Saturday morning. And we also have the official beginning of witch school on Saturday. So a lot is happening this week. This is the time. Now is the time. The time is now. And I always am in the magic I speak about on these calls. It is a magical time, but I just reiterate, take the time you need to go inward, to meditate, to get clear, to be really specific about what it is. And I was just reminded, I've been told this in meditation, I've been told this in channeling, I've been told this by tarot readings, I've heard it on other psychic channels, and I just heard it again in a conversation with someone I'm collaborating with. Pick one super specific thing to focus on this year. Get hyper focused on one thing you have been wanting to finish for a long time. Whatever your big dream is, that one thing you think is going to move the needle, this is that year. This is that year. So if you've wanted to do something, if you've got a big picture thing, focus on that. Everything else will fall into place. Focus on you becoming the most aligned, most clear, most clean version of you have ever seen, and all will be well. Everything will work out for you. Everything always is working out for you, now and forever. It is working for you, not against you. And if you feel stuck, then know that this is the time to to unstick yourself. I think that we're going to see a lot of movement with these astrological changes in the planets, the changing of the nodes that is coming. And I'm going to talk a lot more about that next week. I just want you to think about getting clear, getting focused, finishing things up, creating a space and energy to create from, a space to be in, and find that true position of alignment. Find that true feeling that is going to nurture your soul. That it's a potent year. 2025, year of the wood snake, which is what's coming, year of completions. And I also want to make sure we think about completing something. Every ending is always a new beginning. So what are we wrapping up to become? And also remember, completion is also the energy of being whole and complete, unified. This is going to be the year for unity. So if you feel like there's something outside of you that you cannot control, go back to yourself and pray for peace. Pray for inner peace. And if you can't have peace outside of you, find what's going to bring you peace inside of you. If that means you need to forgive something, forgive it. If that means you need to accept something, accept it. Pray for inner peace, inner alignment, inner creative energy. The outside will always realign itself to your innermost thoughts and frequency. And so we pray for peace. We align with love. We are the light that we are creating. We are the magic that is the transformation energy. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this and say that 2025 astrologically is an easy year. In fact, I've been watching for 2025 for a really long time. Astrologers, this is a turning point. And to be the turning point, it comes from within. It comes from your own microcosm. The macrocosm only changes. The world only changes if each one of us gets personally centered. So if you want to be the peace, be the peace. If you want to create peace, find it and create it inside of you. If you want to be the love, find it and create it inside of you. If you want to be and have kindness, find it and be it inside of you. This is absolutely the year of personal self-actualization, which if you've known me for any amount of time, you know this is my gig. This is what I believe in so much. If you can find your own personal self-actualization, heal your wounds. That's what theta healing is to me. Is I use theta healing and the tools in theta healing as a version of shadow work. It is shadow work because you are addressing spiritually, mentally, physically, an embodiment of the DNA. You're changing the DNA with theta healing. You're changing your family line with theta healing. You're changing your soul to be healed and whole. So that's what I use theta healing for. And then I create with the idea of magic. And I love being in the cycle of the natural rhythm and flow of things, nature. And so the wheel of the year is a very strong and important thing. And where we are right now in the wheel is that of renewal. Yes, I have, if you are watching this as a video, I have 12 inches of snow around me and it is still falling. A purification process, a cleansing, a letting go. But underneath that snow is seeds we have planted and seeds we are going to continue to plant. It is in that moment of darkness, the still point, that we create the flowers for spring and the wheat for summer and the harvest for the fall. It is right now in this moment, this 11 portal, or we're in this January 1/1 to 1/1/1 portal right now, that is our strongest form of creation. Therefore, I feel like this peak full moon that's coming up on the 13th, January 13th, next Monday. I love a full moon on a Monday, right? A magical Monday. We're going to be feeling that this weekend with the 111 portal. We're going to feel that as all of those nodes change. You're going to have the north node changing into Pisces and the south node changing into Virgo. And that is going to give us a new perspective. Pisces is absolutely going to be about more magic. It is absolutely going to be about using our intuition more, but from a grounded place. Virgo is a very analytical, very grounded sign. So we have this conjunction of using our intuition from a very grounded place. And I know that magic is afoot. I feel it in the air. I feel the need to go inward so that I can get really clear on what is to come. And again, my word for today is alignment. If you just align with the frequency and the version and the will and the vibration, and use that tool of choice, free agency. We're given free agency to choose who you are and become that. Be that now. All is going to be well. And as I said, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, depending on where you are, whether you need healing, whether you need manifestation, or whether you just need clarity. And I'm here for that. If there's anything I can do for you, just reach out. And in the meantime, remember, I love you, and live magically.